Very good.
Did you know that in this very moment in time, AI is being used to generate highly convincing counterfeit art, with some AI-generated pieces selling for billions of dollars in online in auctions? This phenomenon raises several questions about creativity, authenticity, and the future of artistic creation in the digital age. Albert Einstein once said, "The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Creativity is intelligence having fun." Creativity and art are at the heart of humanity, with some of the earliest artworks dating back to 32,000 years ago, which are cave paintings in Lascaux, France, and Altamira in Spain. So, back to my topic about AI. What if I told you that there's a correct way to use AI in art? Today I'll be talking about the correct way to use AI in art with regards to creative and artistic expression. Ever since I was little, I've always loved drawing and creating art. When I was in 4th grade, I had an entire sketchbook of drawings I'd compiled, and it wasn't until 6th grade that I discovered the wonderful world of digital art. As soon as I turned 14 years old, I started a small business, and I began to make money off of my art to ensure that my wonderful dad, who often has to wake up at 4 a.m. to provide for the family, didn't have to work as much. AI hadn't been a huge thing back then. However, soon after its rise, I explored the AI feature in Canva, and I created this picture of George Washington riding a unicorn. I remember I showed it to my dad, and like any good dad, he said, "You could draw a better one." Could I though? I hadn't thought so. However, after further analyzing the artwork, I realized that there are a few mistakes in the art. For example, there's an extra leg on the horse, and the horn doesn't look natural. I remember smiling at the thought that even machines can make mistakes, and it serves as a solid reminder that AI generators aren't perfect, because they were created by humans, and humans aren't perfect. In the past, imagery associated with art was the feeling of a paintbrush gliding across a canvas, the scent of freshly cut paper, and the sounds of paint mixing on an easel. However, modern apps such as Procreate, Ibis Paint X, and Medibank Paint have made art way more accessible. Now you can create art at any time and any place. So, with this, I want you to think about the last time you created something. Maybe it was an artwork, maybe it was a recipe, maybe it was a poem. Now, how would you feel if not one, but 200 people stole your creation, replicated it, and used it without consent or permission? The issue with AI is that it doesn't create anything new. It just replicates the style of already existing human artists, and it has been often debated over the years whether it violates the law of copyright infringement. AI should never be used as a replacement for artists, but rather as an artistic reference and as a creative tool. So, you can think of AI, you can think of your mind as a garden, with AI being the sun and flowers being your creativity. When exposed in moderation, your flowers can flourish under the sun. However, when exposed in excess, they can shrivel up. So, I want you to take a look at the board. Which eye do you think was created by AI, and which one do you think was created by an artist?
Left.
I lied. I made both of them. However, I utilized an AI reference when creating the above pair, and as you can see, the above pair looks nothing like the bottom pair. So this just goes to show how you can utilize AI as a creative reference and not as a replacement for artists. Renowned artist Trevor Paglen stated, and he admitted to using AI, saying that working with AI allows me to explore the intersection of technology and creativity, unveiling new dimensions of expression. So I want you to think about what a world would look like without art. Your phone, your house, your computer, none of it would exist without the creative brainchild of an artist who thought to think outside the box. It is estimated that by 2050, there's going to be a 50% reduction in artists and overall creativity throughout the world. If it is predicted that in a mere 26 years, there's going to be a 50% reduction in artists and overall creativity around the world, what devastating long-term effects will AI have in the later future? So, we as a society need to learn how to utilize AI as a creative reference and as an assistant rather than a replacement for artists to prevent such a drastic depletion in creative and artistic talent. Thank you.